Our poster presentation's topic is the impact of technology in the workplace communication. I'm Saurya Baskura, Hiras Thapa, Vidansh Gurung, Sakar Gautam, Swarup Isural, and Astos Acharya. Now I'm here to start with the introduction. The research topic we've selected for our poster presentation is the impact of technology in the workplace communication, and the research question we've made is how has technology impacted in the business communication in today's world. Technology has been one of the important factors in everyone's life. We can see that it is being used every day. So when looking at the history, the first industrial revolution took place. They started to replace machines with people. So this increased the effectiveness, productivity, and efficiency of a company. So since then, the organizations have started to know that technology is one of the important factor in the company. So the main aim, the core aim of this research is to find out how technology has made an impact in the business communication. We can see the live example like how we are getting the degree of University of West Stuffingland while studying here in Nepal. If these technologies would not have been invented, then we would not have been able to get this degree. With the help of technology, the businesses can save their time, their cost regarding communication. Regarding communication, it will also strengthen the customer and the business relationship, while it will be easy for the businesses to solve the query of the customers. So the two main themes we have selected for our literature review regarding this topic is organization, coordination, and communication process. These themes will help you understand more on how technology has made an impact in the workplace communication. Now I'd like to go leaders for methodology.
Thank you, Saurya. Well, in doing our poster presentation, I'd like to talk about the methods further. In doing our poster presentation, we researched on relevant information that had our independent variable and our dependent variable in it. We divided ourselves into smaller groups of two and researched for literature review and came back together to see which literature reviews were relevant. We took, perhaps the best example for us was example of Giovanni Elderly Home, where they implemented CIPSIS, which is a computer-based program which helps communication be much easier. CIPSIS is, it was implemented in Giovanni. It was implemented in Giovanni Elderly Homes, and the results showed the effects of a computer-based program in an organization, which helps communication. The key review showed that our technology in the workplace was perhaps most beneficial, and our independent variable was technology, and what it affected was the organization communication. We also looked at the organization most closest to us, which is the British College, and how we communicate overseas and within the premises of the British College, and how technology has helped it be easier. In our the difficulties in our poster presentations were researching on the literature review, because we had to find really relevant information, which was difficult because the web is very fast. Finding our topic was also very difficult because we knew we had that independent variable, which was technology. However, like the dependent variable, we weren't sure about it until we went with workplace communication, and the theme, organization, coordination, and communication process was also came up from the literature review. The limitations were that we did not have that much quantitative data, which might have been a little bit negative for our group. Having said that, I'd like to call upon Vidansh Guru. Thank you.
Thank you, Dheeraj, for the methodology. Now I'd like to talk about the literature review we have found. During our research, we found lots of articles regarding our topic, and all the articles describe the same perspective, which was the technology has really affected in the communication workplace. And one of the theme of our topic was organizational coordination. Technology really affected the coordination in the organization, like sending message to the employees, how communication has worked. It has really helped in the communication. And according to Thompson, there are three theories that he has described. One is long link. One is long link technology. It's basically scientifically analyzed technology. It is basically used in the production phase. And the other one is meditated technology. It's very easy to use, and how it works is passing out messages to the employees through emails or Trello, the new technology they have come. And intensive technology. It's basically the innovative technology that has come up in the new era. Like first there was only telecommunication, then mails came through, and now Trello has been in the height. Now you can just, if there is an important message or which has to be passed around the employees in the organization, it can be done in a minute. So it has really affected in the communication. Now for the second theme, I would like to call Sakar. Thank you.
Thank you, Vedans. Now I'd like to continue the further poster presentation. And the second theme that I'm going to discuss is about the communication process. As you all know, communication is the process of sharing knowledge, ideas, views with one another through various means. So this seems to be increasing rapidly in the today's business world. In business, they are communicating with their employee easily through the various use of various communication process like emails, cell phones, text messages, and various ways through which they can communicate with their employees. And for the good example, we can take at the British College and the University of West of England. They are having the virtual communication, and the British College is providing the same degree of which is provided by the West of England here in Nepal, which is, I think, rare in the context of in a country like Nepal. It is difficult, but they are somehow managing to have such communication and benefited for both the consumer as well as the organization, as we are getting the knowledge, and the organization, British College, is having the good relationship with the people in the West of England. So this is a perfect example of the communication process, of virtual communication process. As per the data, we can see that the people working from home has risen from 2.3% in 1980 to 24% in today's. So the people working from home is increasing. They can easily communicate and coordinate with their organization managers through the virtual communication. They can attend the seminar meeting easily by accessing the VPN network in their home, and easily access their attend the meeting, seminars, and share the ideas. So in the theory, it is explained that there must have the proper relationship between communication, organizational setting, and the communication. In each and every communication they have, they must meet the organizational goal. So this is how they must set the communication process in the business. So this was for the second thing, communication process. Now I would like to call Surup to continue.
Thank you, Sakar. Now I would like to discuss about the results and changes brought by CESPIS. After the implementation of CESPIS in the elderly homes, we can find many changes. Firstly, the sharing of data, information, and ideas and opinions across different units. Secondly, professionalism. Information used to mainly transmit data during regular meetings can now be shared through virtual space. It is a tool that enables workers to have an idea of what is going on in the organization. This can give workers the sense of participation and motivation. To sum up, it is possible to say CESPIS has improved both communication and management of data for employees in the workplace. Thank you. Now I would like to call my friend Asutosh Acharya.
Thank you, Suru. To conclude our poster presentation, technology in the 21st century plays a very vital role in organizational advancement. And before implication of tools like Syspace and Trello, it was really hard for people to communicate and we have to spread the words physically, like go to each and every employee and do it. So, however, because tools like Trello and Syspace, it gives a virtual space, and sharing of information has become much easier than before. The benefits, speed of the communication has increased and has become much faster, and communication to a mass has also become easier. We don't have to do board meetings like before. And the communication in workplaces, communication, it is an important aspect if you're looking to advance for organization. As tools like Syspace and Trello is introduced, it proves that organization could excel and bring positive changes to the organization. And it seems like the programs like Syspace are more used in organization as a virtual platform and is a must for people to share work-related information.